It's really strange sometimes what happens in life. One day, a dear friend who lives on the Isle of Man wrote to tell me that a church leader from Scotland, while speaking on the radio, had criticised my spiritual health day that I had held in Glasgow. This leader had not attended the event, but had just received a leaflet through the post. She had not only spoken against what I was doing in Scotland, but took a paraphrase of Psalm 23 on my webpage completely out of context and suggested that I was saying that God wanted to bless us with financial blessings as the poor in this country and Africa looked on. She had completely misunderstood what my paraphrase of Psalm 23 was saying. Rather than coming to see what happens at my spiritual health day in Glasgow or discussing her concerns with me, she had made wrong assumptions and had spoken badly of me on the radio. What this lady didn't know was that every year I raise thousands of pounds so that ladies who cannot afford to attend my spiritual health weekends can come and join us at a 4-star luxury hotel in the UK for free. Some of these ladies have never ever stayed in a hotel before. To see their joy when they arrive is just so wonderful. But to see their lives transformed by love shown during the weekend is more than wonderful. I wondered if I should contact her, but I felt the Lord say just to leave it. The very next day, I heard that at the CBC Media Awards ceremony, my spiritual health weekends were highly commended for the Best Teaching Award on TV. It has always been my hope and prayer that the spiritual health weekends and days that I run encourage and equip people to live deeply in the presence of the Almighty God. On my first day, my hope took a bashing. But on the second day, my hope began to soar again. Isn't it wonderful how God encourages us and devises ways of continuing to feed the hope in our hearts? There's a lady in the Bible whose hope must have taken a huge bashing when she was caught in the act of adultery, especially as in her culture the punishment for this crime was death by stoning. The religious leaders brought her to Jesus and asked him if she should be stoned. They were using this situation as a trap so that they would have a basis for accusing Jesus. They must have been so surprised at the way Jesus dealt with it. He replied to them, "If any of you are without sin, let him be the first to throw the stone at her." At first, the older ones in the crowd left, and then the younger ones, until the only people who were left were Jesus and the woman. Everyone recognized that they were not perfect and therefore could not throw the first stone. Jesus asked the woman, "Has no one condemned you?" She replied, "No one, sir." Jesus then told her, "Neither do I condemn you. Go and sin no more." Isn't it interesting that the one who could have thrown that stone chose to forgive? Jesus was the only one who has ever lived a life without sin. Doesn't that speak volumes about our amazing God of grace? Feed your hope by discovering the one who offers grace and forgiveness to us all. Let's turn and trust in our God of hope.